Hello. Today is my name's day. It's the feast of Thomas the Apostle, or some people call him the Doubting Thomas. We sometimes need a kind of a methodological doubt. That's the expression of Descartes. So the feast of this doubter, because we're just as much a doubter as he is. Now there's a wonderful saying, the doubt of Thomas means more to me than the faith of Mary. Plus mihi prodest dubium Tome quam fides Mariae. That's the Latin, and you can also say it in Esperanto if you want. Pli valoras al mi Tomasa dubo ol Maria fido. So, I need the doubt of Thomas because I learn and understand my faith from the rest of the story of Thomas, not only his doubt, but also his great act of faith. We will read about that. Now, of course, the Thomas story in the Gospel of John is all about the resurrection, and Thomas isn't there when Jesus comes to the disciples. So he was missing. Where was he? Was he just crying into his soup, or was he looking for something that would? He was a young man, you know. In the earliest icons of Thomas, he's represented without a beard. Huh? These are young guys. Some of them were teenagers. At least two teenagers without the beard. Nobody shaved among the Jews. So anyway, the two teenagers were John and Thomas. And then Philip was one of those called deacons. And so Philip also is represented in early iconography and early representations without a beard. Anyway, Thomas was the one who was full of this energy and let's go with Jesus, even if we'll die with him. You know, this. And then he says to Jesus, well, tell us where you're going. How can we follow you if we don't know where you're going? You know, it's all these mysteries that are about you, you know, and Thomas wants something he can really put his hands on. You know, so Jesus appears to the other disciples and they say, we saw the Lord. And he says, well, did you touch his hands? Did you see the wound in his side? Well, unless I see them, I'm not going to believe. Okay, let me read this story to you in Esperanto, because you're not going to, if you come to my channel now, I'm sorry. You're going to get a little bit of Esperanto, because this is something that I don't know, this fascination. I don't know the reason for it. I think there's just something very peaceful and good about learning a language that very few people speak. I don't speak it fluently, but I can read it and understand when people speak. But just the idea that this prophetic late 19th century Jewish eye doctor had, Dr. Ludwig Zamenhof, and he was born right in the area right near where my grandfather was born. And so this prophetic, wise man, Zamenhof, invented this language. They couldn't stand any more of this argument about whose language is better. We all have to speak one language? Well, that's when we're subject to an empire, and an empire takes away our liberty. So these imperial languages they're not the solution to the problem. They're part of the problem. In fact, they're the main problem. The main problem of English is that it's an imperial language with a kind of a subtle hidden empire. It's in the economy, stupid. It's this wealth and power of America and industry and so forth. Not bad. I'm not saying, I don't say, down with America. I'm an American. I love America. And here I'm free to, if I want to study Esperanto, who is going to stop me? Huh? So anyway, let me read this story. Tomaso, that's my name in Esperanto. Tomaso, uno el la dekdu, nomata Didimo, ne estis kun ili kiam Jesuo venis. la aliae disciploi do diris al li, ni vidis la Signoron. Sed li diris al ili, se mi ne vidos en liae manoi la truon de la nailoi, cae se mi ne metos mian fingron in la locon de la nailoi, cae ne metos mian manon in lian flancon, mi tute ne credos. Cae post 8 tagoi, la disciploi de nove estis interne, cae Tomaso cun ili. Cae Jesuo venis, ciam la pordoi estis fermitai, cae staris in meso, cae diris, pazzo al vi. Tiam li diris al Tomaso, etendu ci tien vian fingron, cae vidu miain manoin, cae etendu vian manon, cae enmetu gin en mian flancon, cae ne estu necredema, sed estu credanta. Tomaso respondis al li, cae diris, mia Signoro, cae mia Dio. Jesuo diris al li, char vi vidis min, vi credas, feliciae estas tivi, qui ne vidis, cae tamen credas. So, you've heard your Esperanto reading for the day. Because you have seen me, O Thomas, you believe in me. Happy are those who have not seen and yet believe in me. And then you add an Alleluia, because this is Easter. This is the Paschal season. And then first of all, it's in Latin. Quia vidisti me, Toma credidisti. Beati qui non viderunt et crediderunt. Alleluia. Okay, this is emotion in my voice. It's not very, I'm not singing very well because I feel this so much. The strange thing about this melody is that the English words fit into it just as well as the Latin words do. Because you have seen me, O Thomas, you believe in me. Happy are those who have not seen and yet believe in me. Alleluia. The words of Jesus. But the words of Thomas, my Lord and my God. O Kyrios mu ke ho theos mu. That's the original Greek. What is he saying there? My Lord and my God. There's no grammar. There's no verb. No subject, no object. Simply this burst of meaning that only finds its clarity in the heart. It is only in love that the faith comes clear and true. You can always doubt the faith if you don't have love. If you have love, you don't need to doubt. You can doubt all you want as far as your intellect is concerned, your understanding of faith. Have I understood it properly? That's the question. That is the methodological doubt that you use in terms of religious belief or feelings and spirituality. Have I understood it? Or was it translated properly? Or is there something I'm missing here? Of course, we're always missing something because of the multiple layers of meanings in these sacred and holy affirmations. You have to peel back the layers. You peel back the layers like an onion, and you come to its heart, which is your heart, and the heart of God. And that's how you make an act of faith. At least that's how I try to make my act of faith. But each one has a faith, and blessings on everyone's